What the fuck is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 69 of the Maple-Baum podcast. Marc, how the hell you doing, man?
It doesn't matter. I'm fucking still alive. Anyway, we got Michael Graham, and then we got Jordan, and I survived tonight. It's over. It doesn't matter. I'm in a nice hotel room, and everything's great. I'm still alive, and you're listening with us, or not. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, the podcast starts right now.
Oh man, it is a nice room. It's a suite. They gave us the presidential treatment here in Winnemucca.
Yeah, first time here in Winnemucca. It was funny because I was trying to tell people I'm headlining at a casino in Winnemucca. They're like, where?
Oh.
And I'm like, Winnemucca. They're like, is that in Hawaii?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, and I was gonna make a joke about it tonight, but I didn't get to it.
The listeners are actually in for a treat because when I was in college, I wrote a story about the history of Winnemucca, and I got a lot of help from a high school friend named Dan Hopfer who was studying Basque histories. And Basque is, they're like cave people between Spain and France that moved to America to start doing tap dancing and fucking sheep or something. Mm-hmm. This town that we're in right now is haunted by all the ghosts that they would abuse. Well, also, what made the story interesting, and I'm really ranting here, but I really want the people to know the culture of Winnemucca. Everything we know about Halloween, witches, brooms, green skin, warts on skins, comes from Basque people.
Really?
Yeah, they have some of the oldest cave drawings on the planet, eating children in pots and stuff. That's all from Basque culture. Huh. So my friend was studying all this in college. I was across the country in film school. He's telling me all this while we're playing League of Legends or something on PC.
Right.
And I wrote a script about all the railroad workers, just their skin getting turned into a book of spells and stuff. And I made a little bit of money about it. I paid for, we did a little tour last year. I paid for all the travel with that script. Yeah.
Well, there you guys have it. That's actually insane.
Oh, yeah. There's literal underground tunnels below us where we are right
What?
now. Yeah, opium dens were for the railroad workers. And I don't know if the entrances are sealed because I've only seen them, I was in junior high, 13 or 14, and we broke in behind the junior high. There was an entrance. Mm. And that got since blocked off on two ends, and it was just a place to store, excess river water now.
Well, it's funny because, when me and Marc first got here, we're at the Winnemucca Inn. I walk in and I not like I'm a fucking medium or something, but I was like, yo, this place is fucking haunted.
Oh,
I could just tell. And Marc doesn't believe in ghosts. We talked about this in the podcast
I do now.
before. Dude, we'll get there. We'll get there. By the way, excuse the audio. It's probably not as best as it usually is. This is literally being recorded on my phone in a fucking hotel. We just wanted to do this because we thought it'd be a good idea. But anyways. But then I was curious because Marc was going over his set for tonight, and I was like, I need to check, and I Googled it, and there apparently just in this town, and apparently not in this hotel, but when it was older, there's apparently been so many suicides.
Oh yeah.
So my question is there really nothing to fucking do in this town to where they're just I'm gonna head out?
Let me answer that question with a beautiful statistic. This is the city with the most people that get hit by a train.
On purpose? Or
I think on purpose. There was one guy that was a hero he pushed somebody out of the way of a train, out of a movie or something.
I can think of 10 people at tonight's show that hope that they fucking do that tonight.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh man.
Maybe we should just jump into that.
No, I want to know. Let's hear about his train
after. That's right.
Okay, the only thing about the train story is that it was 3 people in a year. It was one guy that saved another girl, and then 2 suicides. And this third suicide, it was this pregnant chick or something. This could all be urban legends at this point now too. But the train accidents are real. They built a fence outside of the train station to try to deter this because that's where Mike's mine shaft is, and that's where all the shit goes down here. Somebody literally drove their car and plowed the fence out and got hit by a train.
Jesus. Well, fuck. I mean, I'm just from Stockton, and murder is just it happens.
Yeah, murder is common. It's cool. It's actually in vogue over there, They like murder.
It's a way to solve problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much more foamier when you put far. By the way, guys, I'm drinking.
Oh, yeah. Because we should talk about it because, I host a little show in this casino for Dead
I wouldn't call it little. I think it's a very big show.
It was a very big...
There was over 100 people there.
No. It started with a very big crowd, and then half of them left.
Not half. Maybe 5 or 6.
But Jordan is having a victory drink. He had an amazing set. He had a killer set.
It makes me feel bad, though.
No. He crushed it. He saved the show, and someone needed to save it.
Yeah, you pulled it out, man. Like, I mean, also the preface for it, Marc didn't do very well, but like there was also a slot tournament this day, and they bust in 3 people from fucking Mule County.
Yeah, and the people that were heckling you guys the most got taken out during Marc's set, so I didn't have to deal with any of that.
And I was getting pulled between 2 people because there was one. Shout out to Brandon, we love you, man. He was talking way too much as well, but he didn't realize how drunk he was being because he stuck around to watch the whole thing.
Legit just got done talking about this on our last episode, where you get those hecklers that don't mean any ill will. Yeah. They just want to be a part of the show.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, those were the only hecklers I got, but I was able to deal with it because it wasn't like, fuck you. It was like I was doing my impressions bit, and then the guy was like, can you do a Simpsons impression?
Yeah, same guy.
And I was like, all right, here's an impression of Homer Simpson or my fiance when you put it in her ass. No! And then it got a laugh. I was like, cool. But yeah, but sometimes it can fuck you up. It fucks up the rhythm. Like, it happened to me a few times where I lost my train of thought with it, and then, but, kept it back on, But, yeah, I'm having a Fireball with Coke.
He's having a victory drink. He deserves one. He had a killer.
If you guys listened to me and Marc's episode in L.A., I don't know what beer you gave me, but I fucking hated it.
It was like some kind of IPA or some bullshit.
Yeah, like I think I remember drinking and going, ah!
Was it Sapporo?
Something. It was like a green, maybe, I don't remember.
Might have been Sapporo.
But it's almost like every time we go out, this is our second Maple-Baum on the road. I just realized. I mean, if you count like Murphy's.
Yeah, that one counts too.
Yeah, so like third. This is like our third Maple-Baum on the road.
That's dope. Oh man.
Well, hopefully we make this a reoccurring thing.
Carrying cameras and like the actuals, that would be a fucking pain though.
Yeah, I mean, I did vlog, so you guys, when this comes out, my vlog should be out, so go check out.
Luckily, you cannot see my sad eyes right now.
I feel bad.
Let's just get it out of the way. I experienced the worst bomb of my life.
And that's why he thinks ghosts are real now.
No, they're real. No, we were walking through the hotel and God, man, this place is haunted. I'm like, that shit's bullshit.
Well, yeah. Look at our room. Like, this is the presidential suite, but straight up from like, who's the guy that dropped the A-bombs on everybody? Not FDR, the guy who took over.
Harry S. Truman?
Yeah, this looks like his suits because he was a big time general. Like we've got the general green here. We got
I like the color palette. I like this room. I
like that it's a suite, but it looks like Michael is our dad, and he has like the parent room, and then me and Marc are in like we have the beds like we're a fucking old married couple, but we don't push the beds together anymore.
There's very like the headboards too.
Jordan, I have nothing against you. We're not fucking tonight.
Why not? I won. I'm a winner. I did the winner casino.
Jordan, doors unlocked, buddy. Yeah.
No, you missed out, buddy.
Hey, Marc, doors unlocked.
He's like, Marc, doors locked.
Apparently, what was the occasion for? It was slot fucking tournament day.
Yeah, it was just some slot tournament that
annually. It only happens once a year.
I grew up here. I went to high school here. First time I've ever heard of this bucket thing.
So the people there that came to the show, packed room. What was it? 150. Let's say
at our highest count, the staff gave in. We had a 178.
178.
Yep. Wow.
Packed room.
So when I got up there, it was about 160.
No. 150? Way. I cleared out way more.
You think a lot more people left?
Dude,
I only saw like 5 people get up.
I cleared out so many fucking people. Okay, let's just get
I don't know.
Let's get into this.
I didn't get an end count, but from what I had, like we did get about 90 by the end. So like,
yeah, I cleared out half. I cleared out half the room.
Wow.
So what happened was they had this tournament, and there was people that have been drinking since. Reportedly,
people get up.
Reportedly, what I've been told is they've been drinking since 6 a.m. And they were drunk.
Oh, yeah. We're out in the sticks. This other places around here are famous for having, like, a bottomless pit in between here and that city Lovelock I was telling you guys about. Like, this is Area 51 that they don't tell you about up here. Like, it's kind of a cool little place, actually, but they were hyenas.
I didn't expect my set to go the way it did. Like, when I saw how the crowd was, I was like,
that was a really crazy, like, nadir and a zenith.
Like,
I've never seen such a crazier nadir. You know what
Marc
a nadir is, right?
got off stage angry as fuck and gave me an angry fist bump, and I looked at Marc and I was like, I'm having a panic attack. I had a panic attack before I got up there. I was like, this is not going to go well. And then it went well.
You know it's bad when I toss my notebook and I fling off my glasses. And I lost track of where my glasses were at.
What made me laugh is I had to turn off your camera because you just went over to me like, and I'm like, your camera's still going. So I was like, I'll just turn it off.
Well, yeah, me and Jordan were talking about it. But the good thing about it is like, you're only going to do better tomorrow. Nobody's going to remember that this is literally this is a town for guys like us that are getting good. That are getting used to being on the road. This is a place where we're developing chops for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And they're so drunk they won't remember.
Yeah. I cleared out...
They're not going to remember me.
I will say this, though. I cleared out the right people.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think you set it up. Well, I was telling them what was weird. I was like, yep, I'm going to bomb. I'm just going to accept it. But what I did was I went up there super hypey. I was like, come on, everybody. Come on. And I was like, all right. It's been kind of crazy the last two comics. Like, the crowd was crazy. I'm like, everyone just take a deep breath and let's have a good time. Breathe in, and everyone breathed in. And I was like, breathe out. All right, let's go. Then they were silent the rest of the show.
I've been doing this a while. I've never seen anybody take
I didn't think it would work.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was like teachers when they talk to like toddlers in the kindergarten. They're like, hey, everyone take a deep breath.
What I think what happened was, also, I think, I said this while we're having dinner. I think if someone would have pulled out a gun and shot me dead on stage, the whole place would have cheered.
No. Don't beat yourself up.
I've never seen so many angry, drunk people in my life. At one point, people were shouting at me to quit.
I was pulled in between two drunk groups as well, because like I was talking to the first guy that was, and then the same time you're dealing with the grandma in the back, and like I think that like you had her, like she was just being such a bitch, like cause
she was amazing. Like she wouldn't even let you, like you were doing the setup to one of your jokes.
Oh, the Hulk Hogan and joke! Was like, I was so mad. I was just like, please let me tell this goddamn joke.
And it was easily like. Still what your biggest reaction to, because it divided everybody. So like, because one drunk guy was like, nobody knows white-haired ass Hulk Hogan. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So the whole crowd's like,
I have no idea what he was saying.
I have no idea what he said, what he muttered out of his drunken, through his fucking rickety fucking goddamn browned fucking alcohol-stained teeth.
Hey, his brother's the Attorney General. Or whatever.
I don't give a shit about his family.
All I know is I had a great time. I feel terrible, though, because it reminds me of fucking L.A. Me and Marc went to L.A.
No, this is far worse.
Your show gets canceled, and I got to do great at the comedy store.
No, because here's the deal. I also went to the... I went to the Hollywood Improv, remember?
Oh, and you did good.
Yeah, I did great that time. Yeah. And then
I sucked.
I once dropped out of the improv to do here, and I feel like an idiot for that. But this place...
But your set was a lot better than mine, because you were in the lab room, and it was more like intimate. There was more audience members, and then we went a second time, and I got up in the main room. I was like, holy shit, the main room. But then they put the fucking projector over the improv sign.
Oh, right.
So you don't get that feeling of being in front of it.
They don't want,
and then
I had the people taking pictures.
She told me I couldn't take photos or videos of my set.
The same with Laugh Factory guys that do auditions or guest sets for their buddies. They hate it when you take pictures up there, especially when you're scrunched over with your shoulders like and your hands in your pocket. You don't look like you're ready for it. You look like an asshole. And
then I had to follow a homeless man. I swear to God, a homeless man went on stage, no shoes. He put his name in the fucking bucket. I felt so bad because I think it was Aurora saying, she came up to me. She's like, I'm so fucking pissed off. And I'm like, why? She's like, I've been coming here for years and I don't get picked. And I'm like, and a fucking homeless dude gets picked. That's fucked up. Like, I was sad for her because she's like, I've been going forever. But literally, he goes up and then he just goes, all right, everyone, we're going to do yoga. Let's just breathe. And he starts doing like yoga poses.
Hey, he's still his act. What the fuck? He did the same thing today.
Totally. Yeah. No. He like went, everyone, we're going to do some yoga. Like he was doing stretches. He goes, all right, breathe in, touch your toes, breathe out. Like he was doing that shit. And then he leaves. And then, but it was so gross.
You're being too hard on the guy because I can honestly say that was the funniest
set.
That was the funniest.
No.
That was the funniest shoeless homeless guy I've ever seen.
Well, he left little footprints all over the stage, and they're like, all right, Jordan Quattlebaum. And I was like, nah, okay. And I go up there, and I'm trying to do it, but everyone's so distracted. The homeless guy just leaves.
That's gross.
So, yeah, and then the best part, Bilal. Bilal goes up to me and goes, hey, you don't wear shoes, man. Be you, dude. And I'm like, fucking don't encourage him. Like, I love Bilal so much. He literally is like, hey, you don't want to wear shoes. You don't wear.
Hey, you don't need to do that shit.
He's like, you be you, dude. Fucking just go up there, be you.
One time in Vegas, I was there with my. I guess I can't. I'm gonna shout out Dan Hopper, but I'll leave the third party, the other person, anonymous. But I was there with my buddy Dan Hopper, and we were doing. I don't even remember why we were there. I think for a concert or something. But he ordered a call girl, and much like
what's a call girl?
It was like a prostitute.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys see how much of a pussy I am? I don't know shit. I'm like, I honestly, when you said call girl, I'm like, oh, like a waitress? Or...
I didn't want to say prostitute because I don't know if it's sex positive enough anymore.
So I mean...
She was a whore, right?
She danced, and we were like joking with her and making stuff because we were like, this is awkward as fuck. And our buddy calls this girl, and she's like, so you guys ready for this? I squirt. And we were like, go for it. Like, and... all she did was put like butt cheek prints on our mirror, and then we had to pay the security deposit the next day. And like, yeah, that fucked us. So,
she didn't even squirt.
That's what my friend Dan said after she left. He threw a shoe at her in the hallway. He was like, "You didn't even squirt, bitch!" and threw it. And like, we were like, "He's blacked out. Sorry about him. Don't get your pimp to kill us."
Oh, jeez. I'm engaged. I'm happy. I don't need to. What's it called again? A call girl. Is that? I've never heard that.
I don't know what they go by now, but like, yeah, you can't be on the phone and be like, send a prostitute up. Cause,
yeah.
What was the drunkest crowd you guys have ever performed in front of, other than tonight?
That one show in Sacramento.
Which one?
I don't want to give too much without getting like starting. The one with like TC and Nick, where a gang member threatened to kill me.
Was this a private show?
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened was. This is all I can say. I don't want to give out because it's an actual company.
Right.
Let's just say it's a dispensary.
Okay.
It's a dispensary, and it was the guy who owns the dispensary's birthday. And he's like, I want to have comedy there. And he knew our buddy TC, and then TC got me and Nick to do it. But it was one of those things where there was a stage, but the thing is it was a party. Like, people drinking. There was gambling tables. They had people, a DJ. People were there to party.
I don't like it when people do that because you come under false pretenses.
Yes.
Yeah, and you never do well.
So literally, they cut the music. Everyone pissed. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? They're like, hey guys, we're gonna have these 3 comedians come up, and they're already no. Boo!
Have you ever seen comedy and music mesh well? Unless it's like one comic that may say a couple things and then they get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
This was a complete shit show.
Hold up, that's how it should be. Because I had to introduce a metal band at Wildwood Skate Shop, and they were like, they're originally like, you're gonna do 5. I'm like, no. And they're like, well, what about 2? I'm like, no. I'm like, 1. I'm gonna do 1. I'm gonna do 2 jokes. Mention my comedy show, and then bring out the fucking band, and that is it.
There you go.
Smart, yeah.
We're not fucking around.
Maybe
here.
Do one banger that like casts a wide net. Even if not everybody laughs, you'll get
yeah.
Also,
50-75% of them too.
If you're doing anything in between like metal bands, it should be like, hey, you motherfuckers, are you guys ready to have a fucking good time? It should be like that.
Yeah,
That's my biggest gripe with hosting in general, and comedy, especially because we give a lot of chances to open micers to like try to develop their skills, and like hosting's a different thing, I think. Than
because a lot of hosts, a problem with a lot of hosts is they me and Mark were literally just talking about this in the car. We had a long car ride. We were talking about how, like, when you're a host, it's not about you.
Yeah.
You're not going to have the set of the night. Yeah. You're not. Your job is to make sure everyone else does and to run it, and it's not about you. But some of these guys, they're like, I need to do a 30-minute opener and then bring in these guys. And it's like, no radio? One wants that.
You're just going to ruin the fucking show for everybody.
You go up there, you're warming.
Get them going.
You're getting them going, you warm them up. And you're like, all right, let's go, guys. Here's the show. Like, this is the show. I'm just here to get you guys, like, you know what I mean? I'm the intro track. Now, here is the fucking album.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're doing small little open mic pizza place, try some new jokes, man.
Literally, I've had a fucking ball at the most weirdest fucking spots.
Yeah.
Like, as long as there's people there, I've had a ball with 3 people in the audience, like, only 3 people, but they were there for comedy.
And sometimes that's like, you'll know what will actually work because you have so few people. Like, you can look them in the eye and you're like, oh, I've got you, bitch. And, like, you're hypnotizing them.
Not to go back to tonight.
Oh, go for it.
I have no clue what to think, because that was hands down the gnarliest, drunkest, biggest crowd I've ever had to face before. And I now knowing that they were like, people were the security guards and telling us like, oh no, they were faded. Yeah, they were out of it. And I was just like,
oh yeah, I didn't get to finish that story. Yeah, so it was like a party, you know, people were like pissed off, but we were like, whatever, we're being paid. Like, we're going to do it. But it was so bad. It was in, like, I can't explain where it was. It wasn't at someone's house. It was in, you know, like storage units. It was like a actual business, but the business had a big ass storage unit. Like, it was just surrounded by storage units and then the door.
That'd be sick for like a don't tell.
Yeah, so they had the door open. Because there were so many people there hanging out the door.
Yeah.
But while I was like, yeah, I'm at the store doing a joke, fucking guys on dirt bikes come, they're doing fucking donuts while I'm trying to tell jokes. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Oh, this is terrible.
It's insane,
right?
And
then there was just a couple in the front row. They were laughing at everything I said. I was like, fuck everyone. And I just only looked at them. And I just was like, whatever, I'm going to do my act to them. All of a sudden, this like Mexican guy, like, gangbanger dude, like, legitimately stereotype, like, pants to his knees, like, wife beater.
Yeah, I got you.
Beanie to his eyebrow, like, so I'm talking about my fiance. I'm like, yeah, I love my fiance, you know, the bit I was doing tonight. And then he goes, oh, is she pretty? I'm like, yeah, like, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful. He goes, oh, I bet you I can fuck the shit out of her.
What a job.
And all I said was, nah, she only fucks tall guys. He was like 5'3". Nice. Not even that bad of a dig. It was like my first year.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
So he goes, what the fuck? Fuck you, you piece of shit. I'm going to fucking shoot you. And I said, with what? Your squirt gun? And then I got people going, oh, fuck. And they started listening to my last, like, 2 minutes. I'm like, yes. And then the guy was like, you need to get off. Like, this guy's, like, actually he wants to beat your ass. He wants to kill you. You need to leave. So right when I finally got their attention, I had to go.
I'm not a fighter.
I'm not either.
But that's the kind of shit that I would be like, hey, man, you better kill me with one punch, because after those, I'm just going to wake up and do another, and everybody's going to laugh.
Yeah. Oh, I tell them this all the time. I think it's just the Stockton in me. I am not the bravest man at all. Like, I don't like fighting or anything like that.
I get it. Stockton, I was doing
But when I'm on stage,
bars
it's like I'm super cocky, and I'm like, fuck you, I don't care. And then I get off stage, I'm like, that was rude of me. I shouldn't have done that.
Wait a minute, you're saying Stockton? Go on, what?
Oh, yeah, like, I get that, because, like, Stockton's the only place. I was driving back from there, and I was just going through. We got lost on an exit, and it was the only place with a grade school that had, like, prison bars on the windows. Yep. And I thought that was fucking adorable and hilarious.
Yep. Dude, like, near my house is a fucking, whatchamacallit, there's like a 7-Eleven, and then right behind it is a fucking preschool.
Huh.
Yeah, like, I'm not, you can literally, if you were a kid in the playground at the preschool, you could throw, a little child can, throw a rock, and you could break a window at the 7-Eleven. They're touching.
I bet a lot of those kids made money selling rocks in between the chain link
fence.
Probably.
And literally, like, if you drive by it at night, they have the fucking football lights, like, on it. Like, it looks like a fucking prison.
Well, yeah, because people are probably going to want to, like, try to, like, sleep there and shit.
Probably. It's, like, near a freeway, so people probably, like, homeless are probably like, ooh, you know. But, yeah, that's probably one of the worst drunk audiences I've had, other than Finnegan's.
I hate drunk people after tonight.
Yeah, I do too.
I hate them with my heart.
Fuck Oregon, because that's where they came from.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, Oregon, go fuck yourself. The whole... Oh, yeah, we're going to put bacon on our donuts. You fucking jerk-offs. You know what? Open Antifa throws piss at you. You fucking Oregon assholes. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Oregon, let people do the setups of your jokes. You fucks. You fucking assholes.
And Fred Armisen's clearly bisexual.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Oh, I'm a hipster, and I'm funny. I'm happy and funny about it. Shut up, you.
I just want to let you guys know I had a great time. Thank you, Oregon.
Yeah, I had a good time, too. Yeah.
No, they left. Oregon left.
All of Oregon?
Yeah, no, they fucking... They cleared out.
There's no way that many people got it. I didn't see that many people.
Hey, and for all the Winnemucca locals that stuck around, that's why I love you. You guys are beautiful.
Oh, they were amazing. I had such a good time.
The rest of the people that weren't creeps and jerk-offs, yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
To the people that just were angry and yelling at me to quit and screaming at me next comic, I hope... You know what? There was a cop circling the parking lot.
It's the second time that's happened here. Okay, but that's fine. Yeah, it's happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the crazy world we live in, isn't it?
Oh, man.
It's so fucking weird how...
They also were
That was probably the largest crowd I've ever done a comedy show for.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they were also saying things like, I came here to gamble for the slot tournament. And, like, that's fine. If you want to come and do the slots and you're not...
By the way, what the fuck is a slot tournament?
Yeah, that's a pathetic hobby.
That's a good question.
What is a slot tournament?
It's completely random. How is it a competition?
How is there a tournament?
Literally, it was who could do the most hands within a time frame. So it was just people hitting respin, play again. And that was, and they paid it out for like the first 10
I was going to
slots.
make a joke, but I didn't do it. I just wanted to keep to the act to keep their attention.
Okay, so
I really wanted to talk about the guy that is just over the fucking speakerphone yelling at everybody.
Shout out to Gary.
He scared the shit out of me. I'm taking a shit, and all of a sudden I hear, "No, you're a grown man. No."
Oh yeah,
no.
the speakers from the big.
It's so loud.
So that guy had to deal with the crazy drunk slot tournament.
Yes, some guy lost or something, and he was butthurt, and he goes, "You're a grown man. You dealt it. No, too late. You dealt. I don't know. Oh well. Boo-hoo. You're a grown man."
I want to talk to this guy.
And I was like,
how was his day
probably
dealing with these people?
I saw,
he sounded pissed.
Yes.
Here's the thing about Gary. For as long as he doesn't even know that I remember this stuff about him. I worked at the bowling alley, and I remember him every time he would get a strike, he would do like the walk like the Egyptian dance, and like he's a cheese ball and he's a performer, and he like hearing that sounds like a knock, but like Gary, if you ever hear this, man. I love that about you. Like, that's bravery to me. You don't fucking care.
That's a good thing. That's a good trait to have.
Exactly. And, like, so today I saw him, like, doing his thing. And then before the show started, he was just sitting in the lobby in a chair, like, sleeping almost. Like, he was burnt out, man.
Poor guy. Well, shout out to him. I think dealing with that many fucking drunks, I couldn't imagine it. So you know what? I just want to say...
The suite's beautiful.
Winners, you guys are awesome. Your staff was really nice and sweet. Everyone was super nice and kind. Thank you so much. I had a blast.
Staff was great.
Yeah, staff was tremendous. The people in your casino are fucking assholes. And I give you guys so much credit for dealing with them. Like, I can only imagine. So, you guys are amazing.
Drunk people are a fickle bunch.
I hate drunk people.
I do now, too.
Now? It just hit you now?
I mean, to deal with that many drunk people at once.
Man, I wish you could have done your Big Bad Wolf.
Of.
Your Big Bad Wolf joke would have been good.
My Three Little Pigs joke?
Yeah, I love that joke.
Oh, no. That was... No, they were not going to like it.
Dude,
Do you really think they were going to like...
I would have loved it.
you motherfucker. Were you ready to mention your jokes that you did? Because I walked everyone that had to leave.
Wait, what jokes did I do?
I had to play out my birthday 3 times to get them to listen.
I noticed that. Yeah. I was like, he's really... like.
I was like, come on, guys.
Do you think they heard... Like, I hate to pull this card, but I will fucking pull it. if you notice, I always put the cancer joke right in the beginning, because if you try to be a dickhead, a lot of them are like, oh, he had cancer. Oh, I don't want to be rude. And that happens a lot.
Because I was thinking, I'll remind them again, because I figured they were drunk as fucking at short-term memories. So, like, do you think that you ever run into that as a problem? They forget?
Sometimes, yeah. I've had some people accuse me of faking it for laughs.
Dickheads.
Yeah. And then, what was I going to say? I had something I was going to say, but my brain just farted. Brain fart. I don't remember. Dude, it's already getting to me. The fucking one shot of Fireball. I'm feeling it now, Mr.
Wait
Krabs.
until the smash.
Oh, I'm going to just jump off the fucking platform.
It was fun. Last time we were here, when we hijacked in the other casino, in their lobby, we hijacked their monitor behind the lobby where people were checking in. We played Smash back there, and they just let us to chill for like 2 hours. Yeah.
Caps has been having, like, they have like a, it's not even a GameCube, but it's like some kind of bootleg ass fucking, I don't know what it is, but they had Smash Bros, the OG, like Melee. No. Melee.
Is it one of those, they don't have a system, but they have like... it
has like 100 games on it.
They have an emulator.
Yeah. Emulator, thank you, that's the word I was looking for. But it's really hard to play it because it's all janky because, you know, it's not the actual game.
The processing also isn't like your home console or something, so it's a very smaller processor. Yeah. Everything runs slower. Yeah.
That's fair. Oh.
What do you guys... Well, tell me more about everything going on. Well, actually, people listen to you guys. That's insane. I'm the guest on this. I went into host mode there again. I apologize.
No, that's a good thing. Sometimes our brains are just... So it's nice.
That was our first only real lilt there, so I was like, oh, reflex. Yeah.
No, that's good.
I feel like I got shot in the head today.
Oh, man. Like a huge bomb or a huge kill. Like either there's like an emotional suction that comes out that just like, leaves you exhausted. Like
I've never felt anything like this before.
Ever?
I bombed my proams my first year going to laughs were mortifying. But that's where I knew, like, I suck. That's my fault, you know? Tonight, though, I've never felt, like, so raped.
Jesus Christ. And that's true. It wasn't even like romantic rape too. There wasn't like kissing or anything.
There's romantic rape? I was gonna say
at one point I got so mad I almost did the limbo where I was telling my joke and I just kept arching my back more and more and more because I knew it was like, this, fuck all of this. This is not... And then I think when one of my jokes bombed tonight, I'm like, bah!
Oh, yeah.
I saw there was these girls in the crowd that were making fun of me because I'm very like flamboyant, like my arms. I call it the wacky inflatable. Yeah. When I'm very like passionate, I have no bones in my hands. I go fucking dead, and I kept doing that, and the girls were going like they kept doing that, and that's what was making me giggle a lot on stage because they were laughing at not even the joke. They were going like fucking to me, and I don't know why I just always done that.
I get Charlie Chaplin. I call my character the drunk marionette because I'm like very tall and like skinny. Like so
I guess mine's kind of like a fucking like Italian guy.
Fidgety, well, because you don't really do this.
Because I don't do this. Yeah, it's like I'm an Italian guy that has no bones. He's like fucking. I don't know. I just try to channel my inner like Steve Martin, Robin Williams. That's what I always try to do. Just be wacky, weird. I do a lot of leg kicks. Don't know why. That's something I always do.
I saw one really good one that I remember for sure tonight. So you did at least
I did 3 at least.
Yeah, you know Jordan's feeling it where
I do a one if I do it during one-liners.
You know Jordan's feeling it when he does the fucking mic flip.
Oh yeah.
I tried to give you a shout out, but I got a little quiet because I've actually never seen somebody do it successfully, Jordan. So
dude, no, Marc literally it was one of my favorite moments. I felt like a badass. So I won my roast battle at the Comedy Store, and I don't know why, my last line, I did the line, and everyone's like, oh, and I flipped the mic, like, I went, ba-ba-ba-ba, flip, and then Marc was like, and when I won, Marc's like, come with me outside, right now, and he takes me outside, and he goes, that was fucking, you flipped the mic, he goes, don't ever do that again, he goes, it would never do that, it was wired, too.
Oh,
I have it on video.
Yeah.
So Mark
Wired
goes, "Don't
mic
ever
flip
do
is
that again." But that
something
was
else.
amazing.
Because, wireless, if you cheat it right, you can just kind of roll it across your hand. A wireless one, you're going to catch something.
So, actually, fun fact, the reason why I flip the mic a lot, and the reason, we were literally talking about this on another episode. At work, I have, when I'm on the register, there's like the scanner gun, and when I'm just sitting there and I flip it and try to catch it by the handle. And it's literally the same exact kind of like weight. So every time I have a mic, I'm able to flip it. And I don't know why. It also gives you some pizzazz. But Mark, I don't know.
I don't want to steal that.
Do it. I mean, it's not mine. I just flip it.
What was crazy about that roast battle was when he was versing Jamar Pitts. I don't know if you know him. Yeah. So when they both got on stage, I'm not going to knock you. You look scared shitless. Oh,
I was. Absolutely.
And we all just... Stop it. Stop. Let me say this. All thought when they both walked on stage, like, oh, dear Lord, fucking Jordan's going to fucking get destroyed. And Jamar Pitts was, I think, a little cocky. I don't think he totally prepared. So his first one or two jokes was pretty good. And then his second two jokes were like, huh? And his last one, didn't even make any sense. He just tried to ad-lib something that just...
Yeah, I think he said that he ad-libbed the last one because he didn't know it.
Then they gave him a bonus joke because the host was an asshole. He's like, hey, man, he's black, and I'm black, and come on, black people, come... He literally said that. All right, here it is. All right, what's your...
Classic black privilege.
Yeah, and he was Shut up. And he was like, all right, what do you got? What's your last one? Oh, man, I was on Pornhub, and I searched big-titted emo women, and I saw all these girls that looked like him.
Not terrible, but not great.
It got no reaction.
Good.
It got no reaction. The host was like, God damn, that sets us black people back 10 years. What the fuck?
Yeah, good save.
No, I give him credit because they gave him a last on-the-spot joke. Like, give him one more. And he probably was like, shit. I would have been like, I literally wouldn't even have tried. I would have been like, I have nothing.
I've ran 2 tournaments in Reno, and everybody that's gotten fucked has been on bonus jokes. And it's always the host that's like, let's do one more. It's like...
they don't have another. They're done.
They didn't give me one. They're just like, all right.
When I was booking this, I told them 5 jokes, guys. What
I was saying with Mark's like, yeah, you look scared shitless. It's because I was probably one of the worst... before a show panic attack I've ever had, right?
Sure.
Because you're in the Comedy Store, it's your first time.
It was it was so fucking high energy.
Yeah,
it was in the belly room, and everybody, it was so cranked up, and everybody was blah 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 blah, going nuts and everything. And you had a star panel of judges with Jeff Ross and shit.
That's what set me off was. Me and Mark, it was so funny. I'm going to shit on her. I don't care. I love her. But we get there, right? We're like, all right, we're going to be around some of our idols. Let's not be we're working comedians. If we pass...
Molly McGee wanted to fuck.
Yeah, I was getting to that. Because I was like, we're working comedians. Me and I made an oath. We're like, if we pass by any comics, we're not going to be nerding out. We're just going to be like, hey, nice to meet you. Respect your work, right? First person I see, Bobby Lee. And I'm like,
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I need to meet him. So I come up to him. And I'm like, hey man, I just want to say, love your stuff. You're a great guy. And he goes, oh man, thanks. I love you. I was like, I love you too, man. And I went to walk away. And he grabs my hand, and he won't let me go. He goes, hey, I love you. I was like, I love you too, man. He goes, say it. I love you. And I was like, I love you too. He goes, all right. And so I was like, holy shit! I got a fun interaction with Bobby Lee. That's awesome. We're watching the shows and shit. I go into the green room. I see him again. He goes, what are you doing in here? I'm like, I'm a comedian. He's like, oh, I thought you were just a fan. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm on the roast battle. He goes, all right, I'm going to sit front row. I'm going to go watch you. I'm like, so that gave me a panic attack. I was like, oh, fuck.
You know what? I love he's doing bits. Because, you're being a fan.
Also, here's the thing, though.
Okay.
Bobby Lee, and Jordan Quattlebaum. I mean, Jordan just looks like a white Bobby Lee.
I'll take it. Especially with the mullet now.
Oh, man.
The eyes.
That thing gets a couple
eyes.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do that joke tonight. Son of a bitch. I didn't do my picked on Asian joke. Anyways, so he's like, I'm going to watch you front row. So that I was like, oh, fuck. I'm panicking. And I was, my mouth, like I told you, I get fucking cotton mouth. And I was like, is there anything to drink? Can I get a drink? What's going on? They're like, you have to go all the way downstairs to the outside area. And they're like, you're next. And I was like, what do I do? And Colin was like, there's a Red Bull. It's like room temperature. Like, here, do you want it? I was like, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, hit it.
I drank a Red Bull, caffeine, gave myself even more anxiety. And I'm all like standing there about to get called up. I think you were standing with me. And you're like, it's okay. Just go do your thing. Da-da-da. I'm like, okay. Then Jeff Ross comes in between me. And he goes, excuse me, man. And then goes to the judge panel. I'm like, Jeff Ross is fucking here. And then I just spiraled. I was like, I'm going to lose. I'm going to look like shit. I'm going to da-da-da. And then...
He looked like he was shitting bricks when he first got on.
Because of both those... So I have Bobby Lee saying he's going to watch me. And then Jeff Ross being the judge. I was like, I'm fucked. And then I said, just like what I always say. I did the first joke, got the laugh. Then I got cocky. Then I felt better. I just needed that first joke out.
The first joke got a laugh. The second one hit harder because it was the... I think
it was the
Black Mass one.
Yeah, the Black Mass one. I don't remember. It's
something. It was
okay. I was like, fun fact about him is he fixes washing machines for a living, and I forgot it. It's and his girlfriend broke up with him or something like I'm butchering it, forgive me. But I was like, yeah, your girlfriend broke up with you because he made fun of my cancer. That's what it was. Yes. Sorry, my brain.
Yeah.
So he's like, Jordan had cancer, and he's like, he's survived cancer. That's crazy because I see this motherfucker die on stage every night.
Which is funny. Which was
good.
Joke.
And I was like, yeah, you're talking shit about my cancer when you literally fix washing machines and your girlfriend broke up with you. And I said that just like me and her, we have a lot in common. We both just didn't want a black mass inside of us.
That's beautiful.
And it was much cleaner than that. I don't remember it exactly. It's been 2 years.
So that punchline is
it was some resemblance of that. And when he told that part, it got a whoa.
That's the important.
Maybe it's because of the beers and everything we've been drinking and kind of hanging out. But like you said, Black Mass before, and as you did your whole setup and punchline there, I forgot the punchline there, and I was like, oh, nice, yes.
I mean, that's a good thing. But it was. I was telling Mark because I've done somewhat okay in roast battles, and I was like, literally the key I've noticed is your rebuttal. If you have an instant rebuttal, they're like, he's quick, he's good. Every single roast battle I've won, they're like, your rebuttals. Absolutely. Like, you just had, like, if you're just like, oh yeah, well, and everyone always makes fun of the cancer. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I have to make a cancer rebuttal for I knew Mark was going to, and I made one against him, and it helped me. So just those rebuttals. Just
one time I had a good rebuttal was when he made fun of me some comic made fun of me for being autistic, and it was a Southern guy. I was like, oh yeah, well you're retarded and Southern. That's like being retarded and retarded.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good. Because also your pacing there was like. Retarded and that was
one of the judges hated it because all you said was retarded.
Your cancer joke on me though, that's like one of my favorite roast jokes I've heard. Everyone's done cancer. Every single roast I've done, they've done cancer jokes, and all of them I'm like, okay. His was the only one where I was like, that's good. I like that one. It was putting the crowds in remission.
Oh no, it was like this guy he's a 2-time cancer survivor. He's generated more cancer cells than actual labs.
And then they're like, great, yeah. And he goes, come on, man, stop putting the crowds in remission. And I was like, I fucking loved it. I was smiling. I was like, that was a good one, dude.
The second and then I did the old.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's true. I had cancer twice. And after listening to Mark's comedy, I wish I had cancer a third time.
Yeah.
Right. And then people were just like,
because the joke that won you.
I had it ready.
The joke that won the battle was the date rape joke. On me, where it was just on me.
I did a date rape joke about you?
Yeah, you're like you look like a mad scientist.
Oh yeah, what was it?
It was like
when your hair is grown out, you do look.
Oh yeah,
you look like a mad scientist who just made a major breakthrough on the latest date rape drug or some shit like that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Was that the best one?
Yeah, it was.
I think my favorite one was probably...
That was the one that they put on, fucking Instagram a bunch of times.
Is it?
Yep. They kept using that over and over again. I want to do a roast
battle this stream, because I think people know me too well, so, but the crowd doesn't, so people always be like, oh, man, Michael got cheated on. Isn't that funny? And they always eat shit, and, I kind of just keep it surface level.
That was my big thing when I lost to Jessica Harding. I got too personal. Oh, yeah, I did so much info on her. And then everyone was like, oh, they didn't even laugh. They felt bad.
It was in the worst.
The audience doesn't know who she is.
It was a very shit room. It was in the
worst comedy venue. It was the swankiest.
She was more prepared than me, though. She deserved that.
Well, no, it was in the.
I was reading out my notes.
It was in the worst la-di-da hipster fucking terrible. high-end comedy venue for comedy that doesn't work. It should be for spoken word or indie bands.
Sure, you guys probably run into that a lot, man. You guys come to Reno, dude. There's savages out there. They're just they're degenerates. You can get away with basically murder.
No, not after tonight. No.
Oh, hey, Winnemucca and Reno are two cities. They're different places.
Okay, two different cities. Yeah. No, like I think a comedy venue has to work. If that makes any sense. If it's too high end or swanky, it doesn't feel right.
The problem, they're not reaching out to comedy fans of that. They're reaching out to fans or like people that are like their ambiance of their bar. And that's the same thing with, and here's where I'm going to sound fucked up, you guys. People that try to do like inclusivity or try to do like specific kinds of shows like, hey, we're doing all these shows. They'll start booking for an idea or a belief instead of booking for a comedy show. And I think that the best way to do comedy, no matter what flag you're waving for anybody, is to put funny people on it. And like if they're supporting your cause, they're putting on a good show. They don't have to necessarily embody that idea, but they can
just put a little bit of something to everybody.
Yeah, a variety is going to make way more people happy.
You said the word variety, which is, I always say this is going to sound fucked up. It's not about diversity. It's about variety.
Absolutely. Yeah, diversity is a bad word in this.
It's a bad word.
Because it separates everybody. It starts making you look at people with color and start thinking about, like, I can't say this, I can't say that. If you're not a hateful person, you're probably not going to say some hateful bullshit, you know what I mean?
No, when I book a show, I always try to have a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, and then, like, first and foremost, it's like, are they going to be funny? Like, that's what I want. Like, because I want people, if nothing else, to be like, this guy was an asshole, but he got me. Like, I would way rather have that than like he supported the troops or whatever.
No one cares. I never book pandering ever.
Yeah, I love pandering, ironically, because nobody ever gets it. Yeah.
No, I never. You know what's great about that dark comedy show is when that one time I put on there, it was like, yeah, we're looking for only legitimately dark humor, and I loved writing on there, no pandering, please.
There you go. That's good.
Which I never want at my show.
What if you open up, just give it up for the troops?
No, we're not giving it up for this or that, or we don't care.
Oh man, I love doing give it up for the troops. You guys got to try that one.
Do you say that randomly at your show?
Yeah, well, because sometimes it's mostly for the other comics, because I'm always like, you guys got to pander just a little bit, like, because it breaks up the, like, when you're transferring with the host, if you do a quick little pander, like people are like whispering to each other, getting their ideas, they're getting a drink or whatever. You do a little pander, it invites the crowd back to the show because then they start clapping and they're looking at you.
Do you get up there and do you go to first thing? Give it up to the troops.
Oh, I try because that's the hard one. Like, give it up to the troops is the hard one because you could always be like, hey, let's keep it going for your hardworking staff or the other comics. Like, that's easy.
Yeah, that's.
But if you just go in cold, no, it's not Memorial Day or anything bullshit. Like, let's give it up for the troops. They're like, is this person on fucking drugs? Like, and shout out to Yerington, Nevada. You guys are the only ones who've had my back on that. So.
No, I like that. I like it because it's subliminal comedy, but no one even really knows.
Inside baseball, they might just think you're an idiot. Yeah.
That makes me think of what Diego was telling me, and I kind of was thinking about an idea of making a show about it. Where he said that him and his comedy buzz, whenever they're on the road, they're just like, all right, during your set tonight, you need to get on both your knees in some way, and you had to like work that into your act, and it was like a challenge. So they'd be like, all right, tonight you have to make a joke about the troops. You have to incorporate like during your act, you have to say something about like, hey guys, give it up for the troops. You have to bring that in. So I thought it'd be fun if we did like a show where all like. Let's say there's 4 comics. Everybody has to give, like, everyone gets another comic. And you have to give them something they have to do in their act.
You gotta meet certain directives all throughout their set.
Yeah.
This is how I book my Wednesday night variety shows in Midtown and Reno. Like, because, like, yeah, now we're going to have a key phrases game. And, like, this is...
Yeah, like, I think that's fun. And when he told me about that, I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Well, and the people, they don't get why I do it. It's more engaging for, like, if I have random people, like, an open mic... Unless you're hijacking a bar or something or in a club, I think an open mic in a cold room is fucking hard. People, you can't count on them to be there to listen to your set and stuff. They're there to drink. You can't get mad at them for not giving a shit about you.
Right.
But on Wednesday nights, I like to give them I like to give people a reason to be there. Like, this week is spring break. Don't miss it.
Oh, there you go.
This key phrases idea, that would be perfect.
Sorry, you wrote it down. I thought you were gonna do like a fucking Wolf of Wall Street thing where you're like, I'm wearing a wire and pass it to me and Mark.
Oh no, this is just so I could
don't incriminate
come
yourself.
up with a title for that and use it as one of the variety games.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun. Just to let you guys know too, we have to finish this before the hour mark because it doesn't let you go over an hour.
Oh, okay.
So just to give you guys we'll probably wrap up around 55 and then give out.
That's a good.
Yeah, I like keeping it 45 to an hour too, but it says like it will stop recording after an hour.
And if you're at work right now, this probably broke you out of your flow, and you're like, "Oh shit, it's almost ending." But hey, you guys can find us anywhere. You can find us.
That's true. The Maple-Baum boys are just getting back into it. Like, hey, we have another fucking episode in like a week. It's pretty good.
I'm still sad.
If you can, guys, please send flowers to Mark Maple.
The best part is I laid out all my shirts on the merch
table. Yeah. That's what made me kind of sad. It was like a kid when no one bought his lemonade.
I blocked that out of my memory.
I totally forgot.
Oh no!
No, what was funny is after my set, I felt really good, and I see Mark, and I was like, I feel terrible that I did good and he did bad, and then he just looks at the table, he goes, I don't think anyone's buying any shirts. Just your comedic timing of like, I don't think anyone's buying any shirts. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
You had a few people come up to you and be like, hey, why'd you stop? Like, you were great. Fuck those people.
Why did I stop? I got the light. Just so I stopped.
Yeah, you made your time.
You know what I mean? I meant like, yeah. There's people. It's just
they were not gonna like my 3 little pigs joke.
Well, and here's the advice that I got
were
from
not gonna like it.
It's the old guys that would come, like older guys, because I still love these guys and see them quite a bit. But they'd always be like, "Hey, man, you still got paid. Like it's cool."
Mm-hmm. That's all that matters. Is like I got paid.
Mark seemed like when I gave him the money that you gave me, he goes, "I got paid," and I was like, "Yeah, I told you were going to."
Yeah, you guys, you aren't driving 5 hours to come to the middle of the fucking desert and not get something out of it.
Oh, no. Look, here's the deal. Tonight's going to be Scar Tissue. Tonight is...
Scars Are Sexy.
I love that song.
It's a great Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Before I forget, can I just quickly say that one of my deepest, darkest fears in real life is sitting in my car, listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You opened it too fast.
Oh, this is the worst thing that can happen to you at a casino. Sorry.
Alright, he opened his Nitro Cola and went everywhere. He opened it so quickly and confidently.
This must be what...
We're gonna have
premature ejaculation.
We're gonna need extra towels, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you were saying,
I don't want to get caught in my car listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers when I'm really high by a group of black guys. I feel like it's the whitest thing you could do, and I'd be really embarrassed.
What are you worried about them? You can do what you want, man. What are they gonna get mad?
It's not cool.
What are you talking about?
It's just a weird.
I walked back in.
It's an irrational fear I have, but
I'm cleaning the couch. I'm so sorry. This is quality content. I can't wait till we get famous enough to where we can get a fucking Patreon. It's like, hey, if you want to hear Jordan clean the couch for 30 minutes, go to our Patreon. Oh, shit. The one thing about having lung cancer and staying in a casino...
You showed me a very telling look right now, but go on.
No, I'm just saying, like, it fucking kills you when you can't...
Oh,
I'm like wheezing right now because of all the cigarette smoke.
Jordan hasn't been able to breathe this entire time.
Every time I go to a casino, like when I perform at Wind River, anytime I'm at a casino, I'm just like, oh, fuck, right.
I love Wind River.
I do too.
Yeah, Wind River's sick.
I've been there like 5 times.
Yeah.
I love it. Shout out to Jake Daniels. Always giving me a shot. That was my first ever... technically I featured, but I did a half hour. And then he had me come back and do a bunch of hosting.
I hosted it last year. That was a great casino club.
Yeah, you went with me.
Yes.
Marc,
I've only had 1 out of the 5 I've been there be bad. And it was, when I went, it was 10, like 70 plus people. And they're like, "Can you not curse, please?"
Oh,
and
I had one of those because I've always had good times there too. But
everybody else was like our age and
they kind of told me earlier. They're like, "I don't really like that stuff," so I kind of was like, "Okay, I'll just say I made love to my sister," and then they were cool with it.
I was like, "Nah, fuck you guys." I was fucking this bitch, and then they didn't like it. One time, I had a lady come up to me. I felt kind of bad. I did my scoliosis joke. She came up to me in a wheelchair, and she's like, "I have scoliosis."
Hilarious.
And I was like, I'm so sorry. She goes, no, I really like that joke. That was really good. But she just looked pissed. She just goes, I really like that joke. I was like, oh, thank you. She goes, you're welcome.
Have you guys done that room in, I think it's San Jose for Jimmy and Jacob, and it's that bar and it says Cocktails and Dreams outside of it. It's it's a really cool room.
Have I performed in San Jose? Yeah.
I can't think of what it's called otherwise.
If I have, I performed.
Why are you doing the Jim Gaffigan voice?
Is that Jim Gaffigan said?
A little bit.
Oh my god, it did sound like him.
I didn't notice it until Mark said, yeah.
Wait, what was that video?
You're all looking at me.
You don't drink beer? Why? Well, I can't replicate it now. Anyways.
We gotta wrap this up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Please tell us all your shows.
Yeah, what do you got coming up, Michael?
Let them know what
Michael
you got.
Graham, what do you got coming up?
Okay, guys, so, if you don't know, I'm one half of Dead Panda with Luke Westberg. We're out of Reno. We pretty much have basically just kind of taken over all, the small mining towns, all the little rural places that they're starved for attention. Hit me up. You guys follow us on Dead Panda Comedy. Follow me on Instagram at Michael Butt with 3 T's if you want to check out my shit. You can check out the vlog I made a year ago. It was awesome, and I would like to do it again. It's just a lot of work, but thank you guys for coming to my hometown.
I will say this, the Dead Panda people are some of the hardest working motherfuckers. They produce multiple shows all over the place. They've helped develop a scene that is heavily improved over the last couple of years.
Yeah, Reno was a shithole.
It was. Yeah. I will say, 2 years ago, it was. I was kind of go, oof. But hey, look, people improve. They've gotten a lot better. Whenever I go there, it seems like every single time they keep getting better and better. There's been more and more interesting characters that come along the way. My favorite's the guy who looks nervous. What the fuck is that guy's name?
Is it Colin or Chris?
Colin.
Colin, yes. Shout out Colin Mock. We love you, buddy.
Colin Mock's my favorite fucking guy. That guy looks uncomfortable in his own skin. He makes me look calm. But we're wrapping up, so I got to get my plugs in. Follow me at Madman Maple. My voice is cracking because I did too much comedy, and now it totally shows tonight. And I need some rest. I'm getting some sleep. Go to Graffiti Comedy, March 22nd in Lodi, California at the Wallwood Skate Shop. And go to Bricks and Hops, fucking April 5th. Insane Wayne is headlining. That's going to be a fucking killer show.
You guys almost finished each other's sandwich.
Yeah, we both agree.
We finished each other's sandwiches,
fantastic. If you ever can work with him, do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you want a killer on the stage, that dude's it's amazing.
He shakes rooms.
Hey, man, you want to come and hang out in the presidential suite at the Winnemucca Inn? Let's go.
I mean, if you throw him a price, he might.
He might do it.
Yeah, hit me up, man.
He can do over an hour, keep people's attention. It's great. I would love to show some of my shows, but I need my phone to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Try to remember them. Come on, what the fuck?
I know. Can I see someone's phone for the calendar? I gotta look at the calendar.
I plugged mine in.
Shit. Hold on. I just need to see a calendar. I'm so sorry.
I'm looking forward to the Fernley Country Club.
The 16th.
Rancho 17th, Cordova, Dress to Kill.
The 19th. March 19th, I'll be at Laughs Unlimited in Old Sacramento. So if you guys can, please come on out to that. And then Friday, I'm doing Graffiti Comedy.
Yes.
I'm opening up the show. I'm just the opener. And then the 29th, I'm going back to fucking Rio Vista's Pink Flamingo Lounge, whatever. I'm going to be featuring. And that's all I really know right now. There's some shit coming up in April, but I'm not going to post about it until I get the 100%.
Oh my god, we have a minute and a half left.
I do want to say then, go to March 30th, go to Rancho Cordova to the Dress to Kill show. I'm closing that one.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Wait, are you on that one too?
I'm on the callback bar one.
Damn it.
What are you going to be dressed as?
I want to do either Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger this time.
Ooh, okay.
All I'm going to say is you're going to be falling down watching my set.
That could mean anything.
Boy, that's a clue.
Humpty Dumpty?
You're going to be falling down. Anyway, that's it.
Give us the words to exit on.
Listen, guys, it doesn't matter if you're good or bad at comedy. You're only as good as your last set. Nobody's going to remember when you're in the middle of the sticks and, like, it doesn't go your way. You're going to go tomorrow. You're going to go back to California. You're going to blow the fucking roof off of the place. Support local comics, you guys, because really, you're going to find the funniest people there. The people that you see in arenas, they have sold out and they're jaded. They're corporate shills. So come and see your guys because they know what you like and they're going to make you laugh. I'm gay.
Anal is good.
Yeah.